Okay, guys, let's get this thing. Give it a second try. My apologies. It's 4:14 p.m. Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. We'll try to be a little bit faster. Welcome. This is our last webinar for October. As you know, we do it every other week. Place you get in for all of our webinars members before the login. This is called paywall usually. And hold on. Let's get this thing out of the way. Okay, it's gonna go and record in the background. Okay, and we've had a new webinar coming up on the 12th. There was one for yesterday. We postponed it into December. I just can't do it, guys. You have no idea what I'm going through in terms of workload. And I want to do a good job. So, and this was intended to do what we were doing back in July, August, but that was a very, very fast training environment. We have now, we're working with Admiral Esposito, and you can see thanks to Nancy and Cash, we'll keep this up. Cash out of this straight line, so you can do this. And Nancy keeps up with the data, back up his audio, I'm sorry, back up his video and text. So we can back up everything for anything that's going on. Unfortunately, we didn't have that option before. There was, shall we say this one? It didn't cut my test environment, my test request. And unfortunately, I'm a hard ass. Okay. So, and if you come up the ranks that I know Nancy did, she was in military industrial complex too. She was with LTV Vote in Dallas. I was with Northrop in Southern California. No is not an answer. You better have a backup. And if you don't call me back in 15, you're fired. Oh, simple. Exactly. Anyway, what we've added, we made one change there. No data is changing. The data is coming in through here. It's verified by audio and video there and the text. And then it's posted here. If there's an issue we have to resolve that day, when we post it, it automatically cubes it. It's 18 to 18 days now. Before we were guessing based on the calendar and the weekends. Now, I had my brother Nader, who used to work for, what's his name? Keith, not Keith. I forget his name. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. It's Scott Guthrie. That's it. It's Scott Guthrie. That come up with a routine that would give us exact days that it's traded. Here's a loss on win and loss there, dollars, net and all that, and here's his yield. So we just take these numbers. I can't do the win loss, obviously, that's a dollar value. But these two numbers, daily and income and yield, times 21, because you have 21 trading days in a month. So he's about on a run rate of $1,400, and a yield on one contract of 88%. Okay, that's per contract. That doesn't matter how much you put in, right? It's a percentage of the dollars you put in, and we do that so you can realize what kind of coverage we have against the cost. Okay. Now he had he was under a lot of pressure here. He broke a leg. He lost his I-9. We hustled. Me, Nancy, Cash hustled to get him back up and running. This is Esposito, Admiral Espo, and he was still on some medication. They changed his medication so he doesn't have he had anxiety, at nighttime. Those are gone, and he's beginning to come up, ramp up slowly, and that's Admiral I know, because I've worked with him since 2008. I've known him since 2003. I was in Chicago because of him from 2008. So as you can see, it's pulling up. As more data comes in, this becomes more realistic. We want to keep this data around 2,000 a month. Why? At least that gives us a 4-to-1 coverage. A 4-to-1 coverage is worth it to do the trades. Yeah, exactly. We think about you. This has to do with you. So that's done. That's one. Two, webinar. He's going to do a webinar. You need to register for that. We have about 15, 20 people signing up right now. November 12th. Why? He's still not going to be off the medication until at a minimum on election day, which is the 5th. So we went 7 days after that, okay, to get complete out of the system. Yes, really has two major tests. One is today and one is next Monday. So we want to go past that so it's clear. And I know people have anxiety about the election. Get that behind us also. Okay. This is the webinar you're in, and this is the webinar we scheduled. I was going to talk about this for the environment we were in before, which was a very fast trading environment that what's his name? Thomas was doing. Not my style, especially in a potential delay, propagation delay you may have on the system. So you could get into trouble fast. Okay, so, but I'm going to still do the webinar, but just not now. My priorities have changed. Also, I'm on my other company. I'm extremely busy. So, as a matter of fact, that's why I need to start using a bigger machine next door during the daytime. Yeah, not webinars, but during trading hours. Okay. Anything else I need to report? Okay, let's go over our PMT trade. I'm going to see a PMT trade we're in. If you're not a member, it's too late to get in. So keep that in mind. But this is a trade 390. We put it out on the 23rd, which was a week ago, and we had a spread there. We never hit the target, and now everything's unraveling. And that's the kind of a trade Admiral Tico puts out. Now, there was the one gentleman came to me and says, I'm getting bored. Why can't you give me a trade? And I said, I reminded him, this is event driven. This is not an option service. It does have option trade, but it's event driven. If things are not lining up, we're not getting in out there to get our head chopped off. I've learned that over the hard way over the years. So that's our trade. Now let's see where his value is. We were lagging a couple of days. We were good at the beginning, but then we went against us and we lagged. Hold on, forget that. Let me go here. Okay, there we go. Let's go to that trade. So we covered that first. There we go. This is our trade. It was at 269. I think we went in at 280, so we recovered pretty decently. This morning was was it this morning or was it last night? Hold on, what time was this? Yeah, this morning at 9:45, it was very nicely up. But hold on. The biggest volatility that we were expecting is coming ahead. It's not here yet. Okay. Hi, Dennis. How are you? Why do I say that? Well, elections are coming. We have a skew that's telling us there's still a lot of we have gone up, but this thing hasn't dropped much. There's still risk out there on the downside. You also see volatility on the crypto. You also see volatility on the bonds. Is this the picture of Fed easing? Remember, they eased here. Of course, this is the FF. This is not. So anyhow, make your own conjecture, make your own prediction you think. To me, these are bond vigilantes coming in, making sure that we're not going out there thinking, oh, things are going to get better. No. You know what? Economy is very good. Look at this is again, we're dealing with the data here. Here is the Q3. Okay. We came in at 2.8, slightly lower there. I understand that, but we've been in this range, and then look at the consumption. This is the bigger news to me. People are still spending. Yeah, consumer confidence was up. Hold on, where was this one? Hold on, there we go. Another data point. Consumer confidence. There we go. Yeah. Now Jolt was a little bit heavier. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, they really missed on this one. Jolt was a little bit on the lower side. Could be hurricane stuff. Yeah. And then here's ADP. Look at this. Holy macro. Okay, this was written up. This is consensus, and look where it's coming. This is this morning. Friday, we're going to have non-farm. So let's go to calendar here. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Listen, I hear a lot of stuff. I get a lot of research. Talk to a few hedge funds here and there. But the numbers are just have not changed. What happened to my thing? Sorry. The reality is the economy is stronger than you think. And that's why people are getting surprised. Okay, here's your third thing 125. I'm sorry. We're gonna beat this number by a good amount on Friday, 8:30. Okay. Look at it. You just don't go from 254 to this. Nothing has changed that much. We still have a very consumer economy. The numbers are strong. Look at GDP. Look at hourly work. Everything you look at is pretty strong. I don't buy this. That we're going to be in this range. So just like last time, 254 was twice as much they were expecting. And so, well, now remember, I trade short term. Okay, I trade algorithmic. That means the machine makes most of the decisions for me. Why? We get emotional. As traders, we do emotional. I've learned over the years what my shortfalls are and try to compensate for that. Not overcompensate, but at least compensate for that through algorithms, which is a very, very major undertaking. Listen, my goal next year is to have Tiger Shark programmed. You know why? I want to go to the beach. Yes. I don't want to just sit here all the time. Oh, coin's down 10%. Okay, Meta's down 3. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Listen, we haven't seen a move down yet. We will. This is getting all get set up. Yeah. So some of you people who were a little upset with me last time and they went long. I know a couple of guys went long right before we put our trade on. I haven't heard from them. And they're adamant, like, you sure you know what you're doing? Really? Okay, let's find out. So again, SQ tells me we need some downsize. Uh, uh, it's listen, initial moves it doesn't matter, but if they continue, it's going to task. I'm saying tax their balance sheets, the income statements, and so forth. This is coming. That's one. Two, the economy is strong, and forget any additional rate cuts. I have a number of real estate people here saying, uh, 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 yeah, I'm going to explain that, Michael. Good question. Uh, yeah, yes, to the upside, short term. Yes, on the hurricane. Yes, FEMA. Yeah, short term stuff. Absolutely, contractors and so forth. Boeing is different. I didn't put Boeing there. You did. Okay, I only talk about disasters and hurricane. Yeah, natural disasters like tornadoes and so forth. Yeah, you have to hire more people, and that's why the JOLTS numbers was low. JOLTS is job openings. JOLTS. That was low. It dropped. Yeah, we haven't had that in a while. So again, short term, we got to see that. Peter Cook wrote that in the chat too. We'll find out if that's correct or not. Time will tell. But uh, back to here. I don't want to lose my train of thought here. Uh, my thinking is that the big number coming Friday. Look at that pattern. We should see a jolt down, a move down, and if not, we have a stop. It's going to be stopped out like last time, but we'll see. It's just that I don't see the odds going up. There's too much turmoil in front of us, and that's my current bias. When I change the bias, you'll hear from it. Absolutely. So, okay, let's go through some charts. Oh, one more thing. Let me address. Hey guys, number of people writing telling me, uh, when do we get in? I want to come back. I didn't like this or I didn't like that a couple of months ago. It was summertime. I had vacation. When do I come back? You can come back anytime you want. What we did was that we cut off all of our promos, not by price but by time. So now you can come in through the website, and we've come up with a way that basically, let's say you go to ES Futures, you click here, and it gives you terms. The terms are written there, but I'm just going to show it to you how simple it is. Hold on. Remember, I can't pay myself here, okay? But I go in and say, give me this. These are the terms. You have a 1 week rate followed by 2 weeks rate, and then regular price. At the run rate is 500 a month, 499. It's just you can do it a smaller parcel for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then it goes to full monthly rate. This way, you can come in and see what we are doing. Well, the problem we had last time, a lot of people signed up for the $77, and they just want to get free or cheap or freebie. That's not it. We don't need that. But we need people to realize the value of the system, and that's why we're building the data behind it. You could see the value right there. Hold on. Yeah, you can see that. You can see the value behind it. Okay, that's why we don't need to discount that low. We were getting a lot of things done at a time, and we didn't even have this track record yet. We didn't have separate chat rooms. All that, all those are done. So if you want to come in, you can welcome to come in. I think I would wait for the week of 11th. okay, on the calendar, because let the admiral go through the next week, which is the election. He should be doing better and less anxiety after the election for everybody. I think if you want to come in, think about coming in November 11th. Okay, yeah. All right, let me. Oh, what the hell was that? I didn't mean that. Excuse my language. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's go to calendar. We have jobless claims tomorrow. Cost indexes are two crucial items for the Fed. ECI, yeah, actually, I used to look at this quite a bit. If I'm right, Uncle Ben Bernanke. And then personal income, crucial to look at, versus the consensus. And then look at what the market does. Okay, it, it's 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 the consensus, the headline, and what the market does in that order. Then you decide. That's why I don't go in and make a bet about the number. I don't do that. I may give you an opinion. I may even share it with you, but I won't put the live money on it. I won't. GDP and all that, petroleum. Okay, so big item is going to be non-farm on Friday. Here's your manufacturing. What they're looking for, still below 50. Okay, I understand it. And you want it's a PMI, so you want at least over 50. And then construction spending has come down. It was both interest rates and also you notice real estate has been very soft. People are not committing. Mortgage apps are very low. There's that anxiety. We also see it in traders too. It could be election. You just wait. Wait wait for the fog of war to go away. These markets will always be there. Remember what Admiral Esposito says. Every day at 8:30 they ring a bell. Where? At Chicago. This is on Central Time. So people have anxiety. A lot of people are on the sidelines. That's okay. They'll come back. They'll come back in November, December, and so forth. We just got to get rid of this potentially high volatility area. Okay. If you're trading algorithmically, that's different. The machine hopefully senses that. For most people, for some people it won't. I know some people have had system issues. Uh, Traders having their own systems. The last couple of months, but that's normal too. There's always somebody who's not so happy. All right, let's go to our charts. It's I know Game 5 is coming. I'll be quick. 4:32 now, Eastern. All right, we cannot make new highs. It's been a while. The last new high was put in on the 14th of October, so for 2 weeks now. Even though we're down here in values, but remember what's happening with CI. CI is still selling down. We're still having a negative CI dips here. Notice also we have completely introduced our CGs, which is color gradient versions. It's part of a happy package. You can download it when you're ready. Okay, we went up a little bit yesterday on Nasdaq. Still not making new highs. Again, same timeline. We build. No, Nasdaq goes back. Last high for Nasdaq was on July 10th. You see bread trust is getting flushed. CIs are negative. This was trying to CI was trying to rotate, but so pressure to me is still to the downside. Always trade what you see, not what you think. Okay. Remember how many smart guys lost their shirt on the 2008? Okay. More data on this coming in. More on this chart. More reading about it too. Looks like more and more people are trying to look at this comparison. Not has nothing to do with me. It's just that's what I see out there. Equal weighted versus market cap. I still don't have any handle on that because it's a little bit too early. Don't want to do a curve fit. Curve fitting will allow you to see whatever you want. I want the chart talk to me. It's not there yet. But obviously, you could see EW is a little bit more pressure than uh, SPX, but I'll remind you it's minor. It's just marginal, more pressure on the equal weighted. So don't read too much into it. Let's go to canaries. Oh. I don't have this. This is a different login. My bad. Okay. So are we going to have that problem? Yeah. Let me quickly change logins for a second. My bad. Yes, that's fine. Right. Let me go there quickly while we'll work on the background that comes up. I have, I think, 7 or 8 logins, so that's not a good thing, by the way. And to keep the cost down, some things we don't use. Uh, okay, boom, boom, boom. I forgot my password. There we go. All right, data's coming in. We'll go forward and then come back. Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's go to Canaries. This is the Canaries, right? Hold on. Okay, Canaries, yeah. Here's the Dow. As you can see, Dow has been taken in the chin recently, mainly because of being industrial based, and you have cost associated with the interest expense as the rates gone up. Utilities have actually dropped because of bond yields have gone up. That's the inverse relationship. But here's the picture that I want you guys to look at. Transportation is not at new highs, guys. Not even close. We're 400 points separate. But it is above the cost is a cost there, positive cost between 50 and 100. Okay. That's a golden cost. That's up. This is a debt cost. Okay. So it is edging up, but it's not making noticeable mark. Uh, Russell. Russell is very quiet uh, compared to the moves we've seen in NDX. Of course, we've had a couple of key moves there. If you look at your beta, I'm a quant guy in that sense. If you look at your beta, you'll see. I don't use it for trading because I don't hold that long, but I got to see to get a comparison. You look at Tesla and Nvidia; they're not in sync, and both exhibit high beta. So that's part of uh, this setup where NDX goes one way sometimes and then reverses, goes because they're not in sync together every day. There's always one of them up and the other one's down. That wasn't the case when we were rallying up like this. Does it look like maybe a double top? I don't know. It sure looks like it's getting primed for that, but time will tell. I don't trade that far out. I can't tell you that much. Okay, here's a D trender. All right, let's do our count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have 8 counts, 8 out of the gate. What does it do in the past when we had 8 out of 8? We're near a top. Yeah. So now that nearing the top could sit there for a while. Don't go and say Fatty said it's a big top. No, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that more than likely we're near the top. Remember, Steve Shulman. We're talking about possibilities and probabilities, not certainties. That's not a business. Okay. So, here's your vols. Vols are very quiet. Look how horizontal the sigma channels are. This is your VIX. Here's your VXN, and that's your Russell. Excuse me, guys. I've been swimming quite a bit using those Avanti flippers, and the problem is I'm up early. I mean, I can't help it. I'm up at 5, at 6. No matter what I go to bed. So it becomes long days sometimes. My bad. Okay, we're still on a sell. I talked about it in the chat room a couple of days ago. We're still on a sell on daily. Obviously, you can't argue with this. This is a long buy and it's holding. It had two faulty, what do you call it? False positives on the short, on the weekly didn't work. Yes, it dropped. It did drop. Look at that. It did, but recovered, came back up. It didn't get to a point for the turtle system, the trend following system to rotate. By the way, speaking of turtle system or trend following, I know I'm a big Red Sox fan. That firm, that organization is run by John Henry, one of the oldest trend following systems. Yeah, John Henry commodity advisors are just that's how you own. That's how you can afford Red Sox. Anyhow, the trend following systems. We've tried to do one short term. I lost my programmer to 2 injuries. Well, one right hand broken 3 places on a trip to Chicago, and next one he got COVID on the way back from Portugal. So once he gets, and I was going to go and see him this weekend. I don't know if I can or not. I have another issue locally. But probably in a week or two, we go there. Now we're still monitoring that what's called next generation trend following system. and that's probably what's going to replace or moving forward. Because I need systems that need least amount of supervision. You know, kind of really hands free over a long period of time. Why? I'm not that active these days on HA. I'm really busy on the other side of the other firm, but next door. But and that's one of the goals I have to do that. And then for that company, I want to be able to automate Target Shark. The first one is easier. Yeah. Automate Target Shark is not going to be what we're going to get there. We'll see. Look, we started all of this with nothing, so you have to have willpower. All right. Remember, Dad was a fighter pilot. No is not an answer. It's just he doesn't even compute no. So bless his soul. He never did. Let me put it that way. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's talk about this. It's probably more important than anything else. You know, Norseman talks about this. Tico talks about this. I try to chime in when I can. Um, why are this looking at this? I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. There's just something wrong with the scale here. Uh, remember, we're not a marketing company, so if there's a problem or a blemish, I don't care. It's okay for you to see, not a problem. Okay, there we go. No, that's automatic. They're already on the screen, so what's the problem? Huh? I don't get this. All right, hold on, let me try it one more time. That's a skew daily scaling. No. No, not there. Hold on. Entire data range. Yeah, something's off here. 1 second. Let me redo it. I see. So, what was the data range back here? Something is off. Okay. All right. Sorry. We what I'm trying to do is to make sure we get the current high correctly. All right. Scaling. Okay. Go there, and we drop it to data range on the screen. Okay. Studies. No. There we go. No, that's what we to avoid. There we go. I'm still having an issue. Okay, I'll deal with it later. But here's the picture. This is the all-time high. Oh, yes. Yes, Murray. I get it. It's this. It's the signal. 4 6. Okay, got it. Sorry. Really, really tiny dash lines there. Okay. And that would be okay. We're at about 150, 151. 140 is the center line because of the actual range. If you look at the range. um, And so what we're looking at is about neutral area in terms of vibration. One is a neutral value, one is a vibration of that. Would be 0.6, about 155. We're below that. But this was a signal. This was a signal that says, set your alarm. You got 60 to 90 days of a potential problem. It's not guaranteeing you there's a problem. Okay. It's saying it's most likely we'll be heading into an issue on the market. That means on the downside. Why? Because it's measuring the outside tail, the tail risk on the put side, not both sides. Remember, your price action is a curve. It's a bell curve. Okay, you're standing on its side with a center line somewhere around here. What this is saying, that signal said we're buying a lot of puts down here. We think something is wrong. And then that window to work out, it takes about 60 to 90 days. So we're still in that regime. Okay. There's a question here for me. Go ahead. No, no, because it's also spike up. No, sir. The trick is this, Siegfried. Good question. The trick is starts here, and you got 90 days. If we go 90 days, this is the way I would do it. Okay, Siegfried, you go 90 days from this date, and the skew, which is September 19th. And there's no guarantee there either, but that's roughly what we've seen in the past. You go 60 to 90 days from this date, and we stay below new highs for SQ, you're fine. See what I'm saying? But that little drop is still 140, 143. Look at that low. That's not low skew reading. The low skew reading is down here. Okay. So no, we're still in the danger zone now, and we know why. Look what's in front of us. And now The Ruskies brought in North Korean fighters. I mean, we're very close to a major problem. So, yeah. Yeah, 60 to 90 days. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm scared to that. Remember, I came from military industrial complex. So does Nancy. I worked at B2 Bomber for the head designer, chief designer, I should say. And that's the ultimate thermonuclear device delivery system. You don't think I have nightmares? Of course I do. Yeah. It's just the way it's part of the deal. Yeah, yeah. What's going on here? Hold on. Let me get my data. There you go. Okay. Now let's make sure. I've looked at it a couple of days ago. Let's make sure. I always do because it makes a big difference. Are we good? Yes. November is correct. November is the lead volatility, and after that is Feb. So we're long November, short Feb. Why? Because we wanted to make it 3 months spread. Okay. Some people look at fourth. Remember, if you start messing around with your indicators, you're curve fitting. Look what this is doing. How many days this has done this? I know cash likes the stock RSI, but look what this has done. By the way, what I learned from this, because it's open code, I designed CI because I wanted to at least beat this. Not the stochastic, not RSI, not percent R, not MACD, but the stock RSI, which is stochastic RSI. Okay. Then I took that and I created CI. And that only took me 2 years. Because that's for a test. I'm not that smart. I have to work. That's why I have to work hard. It took me a while because we had issues with back testing. Yeah. Remember, when you're putting an indicator together, you also have to build the rules. Okay. So, what if you have a data issue? You don't know you have a data issue. You find out later you do. So that's why it took a little bit longer. And of course, I didn't have the tools I have now. I didn't have the connections I have now. There's that tracing to help me. And of course, tracing itself was like version 5.0, what they call the TS 2000. So, uh, no, no. Question: does SQ take into consideration the new all-time highs of it? No, it doesn't. Why? Let me. Sounds like there may be a question. Shouldn't be more meaningful? No, no. There's a window for it to react. I see what you're asking, Greg. I understand that, but that's the. I realize that, but that's not all-time high. This is all-time high. It went up. But you talking about Feb? This was a good sigma level high. I see what you're doing. Yes, he's saying 4 sigma. That's right. This was a new high or near a new high. We didn't get a bump, but very close to it. But also, it registered at 4 sigma. This would be more significant. Okay. And did we get our 90 days? Let's see. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. What was this drop? What was this drop started? This is April. 2 months. 3 months. See that? So here's your Feb. Here's your May. It worked fine. Okay. So now, this is to me should be more important. Why? What was happening in May? Oh, February into May. Nothing. This is election time. Yeah. So, and don't forget, don't underestimate the garbage from Putin and all those, the Iran and the North Korea and all the Chinese. They're trying to influence our elections. So we that doesn't go away. We can't fix it. It's going to exist, but creates confusion and creates uncertainty. So now back to TD. This is heading down. Yeah, I was actually looking at this code again a couple of days ago because we were trying to put this on one of the other machines. I was having a hard time with the data that was being fed to it. And I went through the code again. Code doesn't need any change. Left it. Uh, there was a code. There was a data issue. Would you believe machine to machine? Remember, I have different logins. You would think the price is the same. Not in reality. It's slightly different. Why? Depends um, uh, which the what do you call it? Data bank or which server farm. That's the word you'll be connected to. There's slight difference, and the biggest problem there is really that in advanced decline and up volume and down volume. because those are much tougher to settle what the value is, but the price is simple. Okay, so well, we resolved that, but look what this is doing. I mean, it's pressuring down. Are we getting close to the low? Yes, but this will be a low. When the white line hits the -20 area or close to it, remember, it doesn't have to be exact. There's nothing exact in the market. That's why engineers have a hard time with it, because including myself, yours truly. We want for a specific, clean signal. No, it's a chaos. Market is a chaos. So close enough it comes when it becomes an art rather than science. So we get down here, then we have a low. Let's do this. See that? Look at that low. So this is getting set up for a white line going down. Now, cash is has a head start from you guys because he's been watching this for a couple of years. But then without cash, so is a smart cookie or not? But take a look at the white line there. I think we offer this code in. It's not ours. Okay, actually, the open code is it's on the Tushar Chandi's book. This is his indicator. Our code gives him credit inside. This is Tushar Chandi, not ours. But that was used to research to see because his book was a comparison. I'll show you the book. His book is probably interesting read if you're a mobile trader. His book was a comparison for there's a suggested trade readings. I don't want to act like a professor. I have plenty of the family. They don't need another one. Tucho Chande. There we go. This one. Yes, this one. No. Yes. This one. Yeah. You don't want that one. That's very complex, and that's a trading system. But and good luck if you find it. Yeah, I don't know if they have it or not. It's this sold out. Oh, they have one. Interesting. Sold out used to be for most places. I was stolen from libraries. Yeah. So, but in there it discusses the code here. We just programmed it. I did it for testing, but only one of them. I did a shift to create two more. Okay. We'll give you the settings. That's not an issue, but you have to run it 3 times to get the picture. Okay, from a slow to fast. So the fast is already down there. The intermediate is coming, and we're gonna wait for the last one. When this gets to the bottom, as it turns, we make the price bottom. Remember, good indicators are gonna be ahead of the price. That's a given. Okay. If the price is not telling you, I'm sorry, if the indicator is not telling you where the price is gonna go, that's not a good indicator. If it's coincident, so is Tico tell you coincident trade. You might be ahead. You want to think of it? I'm driving down up and down the coast in California on Route One. This famous talk that Reagan gave in his last debate up with the peanut farmer. You want to see around the bend. That's what this does. You want to see around the bend. So you want to have a lead ahead around you. So path of least position, least uh, direction from here, in my humble opinion, is downside, at least into the election night. And I'll be off, by the way. We'll be here. Websites will be on. Trade. Election night. I've always made good money on election nights. So we'll have it running. Don't forget don't bring yourself some scotch and maybe a good Cuban. Okay. I am planning to. So yields. We talked about yields a little bit earlier. As Admiral Tico said it about down here. I'm sorry, here. I'm sorry, down here. I think it's this day. Yeah, on the 11th, I think it was. Yeah, or was it the 10th? I forget what was the last Fed meeting was. Or maybe it was a double bottom here. I don't know. I forget. 17. Yeah, you can tell on that schedule. Yeah, well, I have the. By the way, one of the things I do, I have no interest in this company. I buy the Econoday pamphlet for the year. So quickly going there. Fed meeting was on 17. So Tico came out and he watches the 10 year, right, for interest rates. On the 17th was the hearing. On the 18th was the decision. Yeah, yeah. And he said the rates are going to go up, not down. Of course, that day was making a double bottom test, but the move really started next day. It popped and it's just been popping. Yeah. Now, a couple of my real estate friends, I have a lot of traders here who wives are in real estate. One of them got upset with me. He says, "Can you hold Can you manage your dog? Tell him what. Tell him to shut up. I said, you know what I told him? Go get a life. If the dog is beating you in this game, I can see why you're upset. Okay? But when he says rates are going to go up, they're going to go up. I'm sorry you in real estate is hurting you. But, take a break. Drink some tea. Leave the dog alone. So far, he's been a lot better than you've been. Of course, yeah. That's true. Anyhow, but that's a separate issue. And by the way, they're both Roman. Yeah, this guy's Roman, so is Tico. So I mean Tico is half Chihuahua, but his other half is Italian Greyhound, so that's all Latin. So he's Roman. Yeah. Oh yeah. Very nice breakdown here. We're gonna hold our short. I was getting a little scared earlier, but I think we're heading south and we're gonna hold it. I would probably rethink where we are in this area, but what was our target? Again, you're seeing the result on the screen. Don't jump in. This is an old trade. You gotta be live in your trading. Yeah, not late. So let me go and look at our target. We have in the past changed our target sometimes, but it's been rare. The only time it really worked for me well was 2020. I know some of you guys were with me. I know Michael Becker was with me. The let's see. I have no idea what that is. Hold on, hold on. Let me get rid of these guys. Sorry. Marketing. Thank God it says marketing. Okay. Yeah, this period. We changed our targets a couple of times, but I don't plan to do that. So we're looking for 56.70, and yeah, it's a little bit down here. I understand that, but I would rethink where we are at about 56.50 area. This area, okay? Why? Theta. Remember, as we go forward, you have theta decay. Now I know it's a spread. The spread allows you to crush the vol and crush theta. I understand that, but at some point you gotta say, you know what? Well, eject, take some profit and wait for another turn. Or roll it to another trade. Okay, take the profits from that option trade, stay with the bias, and let it go. Because I think when we gotta get into some issues here, we're not gonna be here. We're gonna be a lot lower, a lot lower. Okay, that's what the SQ is telling us. The SQ doesn't give you signals for small moves. Never does. It does signaling big moves. I want to see at least the 5700 area, which is the 50 bar. So that's easy to keep. You don't need anything math. 50 bar, put it on your phone, you can see it. All right. Okay, this is up and down. No signals here at all, other than Russell. Russell was overbought, and you can see how it reacted. It gapped down, but there's nothing else. Why? It has to cross one of these lines. Too high or too low. Only we see it. I actually see it twice now. You got here because look at that run up, yes, and then here. So, all right, the system buy and sell system that Peter Cook wrote on TradeStation. I was trying to get it going. He says, "Fanny, give me this one. I'll give you that one." Fair exchange. It's a very smart cookie. On Tuesdays we were sharing his commentary. You've seen how prepared he is. All right, short here. Went against it, but didn't really go too far past the sigma level. And it's also long and short has nothing to do with sigma. It's just that happens to be there. So the short is kept there on Russell. So we just went long on NQ. Mid caps are short, and S&Ps are short. So this is a fairly good system, by the way. No emotions, absolutely no emotions. But I can't give it out, guys. Sorry, by agreement. Yeah. You wanted to ask him. I can't give it out. So, tail dex. Yeah, this is for the what's called T-dex. It's another way of looking at volatility. It looks very familiar. Number of hedge funds recently are beginning to use this. We started using this thanks to Peter Cook about 2 years ago. Yeah, Peter is a very eclectic trader. Quite a bit of research, okay, and really good. Now, here's where we are now. This is how we look at our process. Hey, Tico. Uh, Attention on deck. Admiral Tico is here. Ooh, let me finish. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, by the way, we do this as we get started to put the trade out. Okay. We got the S&Ps running. We've got spies running. High correlations running too. I don't need any more indicators on that. But maybe I put sigma on this. Hold on. Let me do this. That's a 15. No. That's a 15. Forget it. But we picked it when we picked the pair. Okay. And this was a 9-handle pair at the time for because of what the vol was, what's the theta was, and we look at it as a net. And then these pluses are bid ask. Okay. And obviously we have refreshed here. When you refresh, it goes away. TradeStation does not keep bid ask. There's no history of it. We have to keep it and run it. So on the time that I have a selection going for PMT, it's in the works in the afternoon. Around noon, I turn this on. So it's like collect data and show me what these pluses are. And that's what gives us midpoint. And we give you these two numbers. We also give you those, but act on the midpoints. And the difference is what the value is. So we have 256 now. 257. Most likely we should go up tomorrow on the value. Why? Because of put spread. Okay, FIP. This needs some work. I haven't gone there, but it needs some work here again. Okay, and those are TMZs. No, I don't need anything else. Okay, let's go into two more charts we have. One is the 50-day. Oh, come on, guys, come on. One is 50-day. Let me get rid of that. What's our resolution here? Yeah, 125. Okay. Oh God, please. I hate these website apps. Non-stop advertising. Okay. Let's see. 150. Let me go back up. Okay. I want to look at here. See the separation? Okay. We're going back how long? We're going back 2 years. That's good enough. Okay. You could see that the pressure is to the downside because this is the number of the stocks above the 50-day. A little bit more sensitive. Okay. But look at separation with the MAs. Breaking down. So I would be watching this area from 30 to 45 area. Definitely past 50. Definitely past. So maybe 35 to 45. Let's see how it does that. If it goes and hangs around 35, then you need to change your scale. Look about 25. Very simple. The symbol is this. Dollar sign Sierra Papa X-ray Alpha 50 Romeo. And then the sister chart, we started with that first back in 2008. Is the 200-day, and you see a cross coming. Now let's get a little better perspective. Go to 5 year, and say update. You could see. Hold on. What's going on? That's not 5 years, is it? No. What the hell? It doesn't give us 5 years data. Why? Used to do. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Somehow the website was not responding. Okay, let's go back to 5. I had to recycle it. There you go. That's what I want to show you. You can see the scale. You can see what happened in 2020. Okay, it's very important. Just like multi-time frame trading, you've got to get the scale down so you see what the peaks and valleys were. And so we're in the neutral area, about 72 area. We've been up here in that range. So I would watch this breakdown down 60, 65 or not. If it touches 60, we probably have a move to a downside. If not, it's a head fake. So let's see how that goes. Remember though, all 500 names above the 200 day. We're not going to go up if this number drops dramatically. These areas are tough. Okay. Any questions so far before we switch to individual stocks that we want to talk about? I'll ask you, Candace, for that from YouTube, but let me just at least go into um, any questions so far that we need to deal with. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Make sure your accountant loves you. Don't pick an accountant that doesn't love you. This is what's going to happen to you. Boom. Remember, they were under investigation, and today the hammer dropped. Yeah, so now I know a couple of guys in my NQ chat room that were short this, and today was a payback. Big time payback. Why? Because they were getting their ass kicked here. Yeah, it just kept going up for a while and nervous. And they've been holding down for a while. Today, we went to 3 Sigma. We're almost 4 Sigma on the daily. You see that? There we go. So my comment to them early on private message was, hey, boys, cash it in. It's good enough. You're looking for a nut. As FT71 says, we're looking for a little gold nugget. Grab it, put it in your pocket. It's yours. Don't let it sit there. Unrealized gain is like a toilet paper. There's no value. So, okay, give me some names, Nancy. You always have some names you want me to look at. CCG. Let me go there. That's uranium. It's not a top. It's not a top NDX, but that's one of the names she had last time. And hallelujah, very nice, very nice, very nice. We did give you a hold or buy recommendation, and so far Centerline is holding. So again, trade what you see, not what you think. All those boys who went up there with PhDs and this and that, and from one of the best schools, they got their head handed to them. Sure, SMCI. Well, we talked about that earlier. I just did. SMCI. SM. Yes, sir. So CMAC wants to look at SMCI. Yeah, that's. I just talked about that. It's in the toilet. Yeah, this sort of breakdown could end up with like Tesla did. Let me go to Tesla. It's called an island. Now, Tesla got lucky. This is an island. Okay, which is I'll go there too. Sure. Yeah, somehow. But here's what I'm talking about. Gapped out, trades here for a while, and then got lucky. And it's gap up. This is called an island. This is bullish. Or now with SMCI, we don't know that. Why? Because today's day one here. We could sit here for a while. Let's see what happens. And by the way, SMCI is no Tesla. Okay, both in market cap and technology, all that stuff. They have a lot more competition. That's what the issue is with them. You read about it. You can go up to our website. So, what I'm trying to say, CMA, the judgment on SMCI, high volatility. Here's let me see. Hold on. Here's the SMCI. You go down here, you'd see the sucker. It's got a 1.23 beta. Dramatically got a haircut. Look at that volume, 32%. This is a crash. Anything more than 20% negative is a crash. At one point today, it traded at what time? Oh, wait, 32.20. Yeah, 70 cents below this. So, well, maybe 35%. Yeah. So now, where do we go with this? Well, bottom fishing is not that good because you may be if you're a mobile trader, you may be you may be forced to hold it a long time. But let's look at this a week from now. Yeah, let's see what that happens. That's what happened in Tesla. Tesla was different. All of a sudden, their numbers reported very high. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I remember day before they sold it vigilantly into their numbers. So. ARM, you must look at ARM Holding, which is the chip maker for I think maybe Apple. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Not a whole lot of history. Rising nicely. I would be bullish. Yeah. I would buy options here just to be on the safe side. Remember the background. The background we're talking about is the noise and the disappointments, all that from the election. We could have a different one this year than 4 years ago. We could have a craziness that maybe the exchange could be shut down. You can't rule those out. Illiquid markets are a source of great nervousness. So anything is possible. So I would do an option. So it's a defined risk. I would buy 155s and sell 175s. Take a 20 handle, ride with it. And don't buy it for now. Don't go to weeklies. Don't try to optimize. You're not good at it. Big guns in New York are not good at it. Trust me. Yeah, okay. Especially in options. Buy 2 months in advance. Now that becomes a proxy for having the stock. Okay, it's a synthetic stock you have. So Buy 155 and sell 175. Why am I selling the top? Because I want to reduce what I'm putting out. Vols are going to be high on this. So you want to do a spread. I don't know a spread. Go learn it. There's that Admiral Esposito. You go learn it. That's a poor excuse. Okay. So R positive SMCI weight. Any other names you want to look at other than the ones I typically look at, which is NASDAQ 100 names? Let me go there. Okay, let's look at Apple. Actually, sometimes I get better signal or feel about the index by looking at its components. Apple, yeah, sideways. Dead money. That means you're better off not touching it. You're making your broker richer, and they're usually rich enough. Look at how many boats they have. Nvidia, I remember what it was. Eastingler did did a promo with me about their new hardware. This is like 20 years ago. In Marina Del Rey, I told them don't publish. I didn't know that. They wanted me to boat with pictures and all that. You're good with this, you're with that. I said, brokers have boats. Okay? Brokers have boats. Traders don't. Brokers do. Because they have no risk. Whatever happens to you, they still make money. I don't. That's a conflict of interest. I don't want to be like that. So, okay, Nvidia. Nvidia still is good. Still is good. It adjusted, went back up again. So I don't think it's going to go to the roof or to the moon, but currently the AI vibe says buy me, and until proven otherwise, that vibe is out there. So you can go long on Nvidia, but you got to be extremely cautious. Yeah, I had a couple of guys got sick. Yeah. Took way too much risk, way beyond their pocket. Most people don't understand risk adjusted trading. They really don't understand the vol they're in, and that's typical. Why? Give me three handle, I'm good. Three handle means nothing. It's gonna be percentage, it's gonna be vol. Just you gotta measure it better. So they don't do that, and they get into trouble. Microsoft down again, yeah. Eyes here, okay. I'll go there too, sure. Hold on. I like that company, Clack. I like that. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. By the way, I do have a. Oh, we have questions there. Okay, I'm seeing. I'm saying, what is the Gmail for? Oh, one sec. All right, let me go. Oh, hey, no worries, Greg. Let me comment there. Sure. So I owe Michael and I owe Greg. Oh, Greg is going. Michael, I got your question. I'll get there. Give me a second. Yeah. Question is, let me ask that. Michael Becker, very astute fellow who's been with us for years, saying EW looks like, which is this one. There we go. Looks like a head and shoulder top. Any comment on the relation with this? That's what we're trying to discover. We don't have enough data. I don't have enough instances of seeing that, Michael. My apologies. But to me, recently, as I mentioned, EW is coming more in vogue. More and more people talk about it. Let's say on CNBC, on Bloomberg. Serious people, not the anchors and all that, but serious guys are talking about EW versus cap weighted. So this is price weighted, equal price versus market cap weighted. We're still trying. What I'm trying to shoot for. What happens here? We go to an extreme, downside or upside. Okay, not enough data yet, so it's been not significant, not statistically significant. So the jury's still out. Yeah. Let me go back here to swing. Okay, we're going to do Clack. We're doing Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft is also. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Clack, as you know, is a manufacturer of semiconductor tools. It's just like OIH for oil. This is for semiconductors. This could sit here. It's expensive stock, CL Bank, and it could sit here. I'm not impressed. That was a big drop. Okay, and you dropped almost 250 points and just sitting there. So I would say that should be earnings. I want another earnings. Yeah, this could be dead money for another quarter. Sorry, but I like to take money home every day. So it's Admiral Tico. He wants that Jimmy P's a steak every day, so I gotta make it every day for him. Let's go to Google. Google, hold on. Come on, okay, Google. Okay. Whoa. This was this morning, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is good. I would buy Google. Yes. I would buy and I would get let's see how things open tomorrow. But let me put it this way. There's going to be an interesting play here between now and next time we meet, which is going to be 13, right? Because at 50th election, 13th. Yeah, on the 13th. Yeah, there's going to be 2 weeks from now. Yeah, this is going to be one of the names we need to watch. There's a possibility that it could stay up here for a while. Okay. Uh, I wouldn't short it, but right now it's going to give some back. Why? Because the stock that big went up 3%. And it was higher than that earlier in the day. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let me go to Meta. Meta, I understand, is down uh, post earnings. Let's go and get this thing set up. Yeah, 2.6 is this. I'm sorry, make sure I can see our data properties. Okay, there we go. Wow, killing fields. Yeah, yeah. This got to continue. They haven't had even their record yet. Maybe they're starting it now. Could be they're starting their. Oh, that's 30 minutes. Hold on. Let's go to 15. I wonder if they've started their MDNA. Um, hold on. 15. Okay. Management discussion analysis, which follows the earning report. Yeah. They may have. I don't know. But they're not down that bad. But 3% is 3%. Yeah. Interesting. Look at a low print 554. Yeah. Okay. One more. What do we have? Tesla. We got to talk about Tesla. You remember Tesla and NVIDIA are the two high beta names. With big market cap. SMCI is up there too, but there's not much of a market cap. So, yeah. Again, the island there. Pressure down here. That's only 1%. No biggie. I don't see Tesla going much past 285 or below 219 or let's say 215. I think that's going to be the trading range. 215 to 285. That's $70. $70 on a $210 stock. Yeah, that's a 30% move. It's probably a good. That's why some people trade it. It's a good trading vehicle, not say investment long term. Yeah. Also, I don't like a volatile CEO. Just, we had one at Nordstrom. It doesn't. And that was a very structured environment. Imagine an unstructured one. So we'll see. Avgo, Reg FD, younger, older brother, younger. Well, my closest brother in terms of age, which is the older of the two. He often does his company, Avatar Consultants, often do special consulting for Broadcom on their controller chips. Yeah, yeah. But he's been doing this for years and years and years. I don't think he's got any shares. If he did, I would have told you. Yeah, but so you know, there's no conflict there. I like Broadcom, always have. Yeah, I think it's healthy. I think this could for all the chip stuff we have. This could still go back up. Areas that we watch out is what 200, 195, 200. I would sell, and on the downside, not below 50 bar, which is 168, let's say 170. Again, 30 handles to play. I would look at Avgo. Yeah. Use it again. Use a call spread. You have doubt how to do it? Ask Admiral Tico. I'm sorry. Admiral Esposito. Close enough. They're both Roman. Ask Admiral Esposito. Yeah. Mark at hamzlx.com. Yeah. Costco. Now, you know I like Costco. We've talked about it over a year now, and obviously it's taking a breather. It pulls some back. Now it looks like a dead money. Yeah, a little bit of a dead money right now. But if it goes down below, let's say 850, that opens the door for another 50 bars to go to test the 200. Yeah, it's a little bit on the soft side, but very horizontal sigma level. So that's why I call it dead money. Yeah, I'm in business of need change. Not I mean coin. I'm talking about changing the prices. That's the only way I'm going to make money because I'm comes home go home flat. I come in the morning flat, right? So I need the market to change throughout the day. If it doesn't, I don't make anything. So here's your Netflix. Obviously, huge gap up. And what do we do with gaps? We get them filled. So is it there yet? No. But if I think the volatilities I'm thinking from SQ to show up, then watch for this sucker to drop. Yeah. Okay. This uh, this uh, this represents typically what we talk about. Is there anything? Oh, okay, okay. I need to get. You want Sophie? No, these idiots. I hate these idiots. I think they're having problem raising money. Yeah, I still do. Uh, but they've done good this last couple of weeks. 2, 4. Hold on. Here's the weekly. Yeah, they've done good. Interesting. Yeah, we talked about it before, Nancy. Yep, Sophie. Yeah, yeah. They canceled one of my cards with a huge lot of credit on it and not used. They said you're not using it. We closed it. I said, why don't you let's reapply? Oh, we can't do that. Why? Are you Chase? Are you Wells? Are you BofA? Why? I think they're having trouble raising money, so they cut back on use. Remember, they gotta have a backup for the line of credit. I think that at least maybe they have a better chance now, but back here, very difficult environment for them to raise money in the bond market. So they cut back on their credit lines. I wasn't using it. It was in the safe. It'd been a safe 18 months. They closed it. No warning, nothing. They claimed they gave me a warning, but I'm an electronic guy. I didn't see anything. Probably somewhere in the envelope they sent me, but that's the hand of Girl Friday. And yes, she's blonde. So there goes the story. Planteria, right? Is it PLTR, right? Plantier, yeah, Plantier. I know, yeah, yeah. Isn't this the one that what do you call is in there? Peter Thiel. I think that's what that is. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yes, I like this. Very nice weekly. This is my kind of stock. It's vibrating around center line. I'm sorry, the center line of the range is 2 sigma. Very nice. Yeah, buy it. Yeah, yeah. This is excellent. Now, I don't know what he was doing here. Probably was losing his ass, but something went right and went up, and this is monthly. So, is it too far up? Probably, given it's a high end there, a double top. You should be careful. Absolutely, you always should be careful. Anything else, guys and gals? Okay, guys, we talked about Game 5. Yeah, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Have I answered everything? Are we good? Is there any question? Sorry about our issue in the morning. I mean, earlier today on recording. You're quite welcome, Dennis. Our recording, I just want to make sure we had good recording. All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks. All the best. I'll post process this before the game, and then whenever we get a chance in between, I'll send it out. Siegfried, anytime, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, another Michael, and of course, Dennis. See you, Mike, Nancy, and Cash. Thank you so much, and thank you for all you guys do for Mike. Mark Esposito. I think he's making the turn, making that bend. Once he goes around that bend, let's say within between all of you guys, I think Mark would be a different person on the 11th of November. So it's gonna be a Mark that I knew. So hopefully that'll work out soon for all of us. Yeah, it's we went through quite a bit. I saw him in person in Chicago. Not a good situation. See you all. Thank you.